What's up, guys? I'm back with another video. Y'all seen this list, right? So I can model with you. Y'all seen this list of places women absolutely refuse to go to a first date or on a first date. Man, y'all in trouble in the West, man. Y'all in trouble. We keep telling y'all, man, leave, work on yourself, get your paper, work on getting remote jobs or just remote business, and get out of the West. It's so bad. Women are actually refusing to go on dates because you're telling them. Number one, Cheesecake Factory. I don't understand what's so bad about a Cheesecake Factory. We saw the famous video of the lady that didn't want to go to the Cheesecake Factory, and the guy drove all the way there. She didn't want to get out of the car. I mean, this is really crazy. So women, they basically just want to use you for free food. This is just telling you that because, I mean, a lot of these women go to Cheesecake Factory by themselves or with their girlfriends, right? I mean, since when does where you take someone on a first date matter to if you want to really get to know someone, right? So you know that they really don't want to get to know you. So the mindset of women in the West is they really don't want to get to know you. They don't have time to get to know you or build with you or just have a conversation. They're telling you they want to steer you a certain way, right? They want to steer you a certain way so they can extract resources from you. It's a prostitution mindset, right? The definition of so most women, working, not working, either they're high paying or low paying, they all have the same mindset. So they don't want to go to Cheesecake Factory. Number one, the 28 places they don't want to go with you. They don't want to go to Applebee's. They don't want to go to Chili's. They don't want to go to Chipotle. They don't want to go to Olive Garden. Number six, they don't want to go to the movies. I can see the movies. The movies is not a place to go for a date because obviously you can't have a conversation. It's just movies is for when you're already in a relationship and you just want to go see a good movie like, Mission Impossible 8 or something, or you know what I'm saying? Your House. I mean, I get that. I mean, it depends though. If you know that she has a high body count, if you know that she already has kids, if you know that she's not a virgin and she doesn't want to go to your house, I mean, it's fine. She doesn't have to. You could just move on to the next. But if it's something long term, if it's a woman that you really want to build something with, a woman of value, a woman that really doesn't sleep around, a woman that doesn't have piercing, is, traditional minded woman, I would say number seven is actually, yeah, any fast food chain. Again, they don't want to go anywhere you want to take them. They don't care about really getting to know you. They don't care about your wallet. They want to get as much money out of you as possible. For most of these women can't even afford these places. Now they might say, well, I'm boss babe, I make 60 grand a year. They're all broke. If you look at the statistics, most Americans are broke. 80% of working Americans work and they live paycheck to paycheck. Um, 70% of Americans can come up with $1,000 for emergency. 65% of Americans can come up with $500 for emergency. So most of these people are broke. They can throw their degrees and salary in your face, but most of these people are broke. So most of these places, and the reason why they're coming up with this list is so that they can throw it in your face and kind of stare you a certain way so you can feel bad. Now a lot of guys will look at this list and be so scared to ask a woman, like number 9 is Buffalo Wild Wings. If you just want to go chill, have Buffalo Wild Wings, get to know the girl, just lay back stuff. Let's just get something to, a nice bite on a Friday evening. Now you're scared to tell a woman that because now you've seen this list. Now you don't want to offend them because, most men in the West are very weak. I mean, Western men are the weakest men in the world right now because you've been conditioned that way. If you come to Africa, men don't play that. Everybody know masculinity rules, as masculinity reigns. If you go to the Middle East, the same thing. South America, Asia, every masculinity is put on a pedestal because everybody knows what masculinity has brought into this world. These houses, the bridges, the telephones, the cars, everything was built based on masculinity. So a lot of you guys have been conditioned. Now you won't even You won't even want to even dare tell a woman to come on to these places with you. Red Lobster, Wingstop, a buffet. Number 13, IHOP. Number 14, Denny's. Number 15, a gym. So these women don't want to go to the gym with you. A gym is actually a very good date. A gym is a very good date. You can go to the gym and you can work out together. If she doesn't know how to work out, you can teach her. And you can have conversations in between, right? But a lot of these women, are saying no to the gym because A, they're unfit. Two, they don't want to come out without makeup or without their wig or hair extensions. Number three, they're not confident enough for you to see them in their natural state. So this tells you right now the insecurity that's reigning with this woman, the mindset. Because the gym is a very good place. Church. Church is a very good place. Church is kind of like the movies. You can't really have much conversations. But the thing about church is you can talk before the service, and after the service, you can go get a bite somewhere, right? So church is not a bad place. But a lot of these women don't want to go to church because they're so evil. A lot of these women they assert witchcraft, right? They practice witchcraft. Their whole lifestyle is witchcraft. All the nose ring, all the tattoos, all that stuff, the unnatural hair, all that stuff tells you that she's actually demonic. That's actually without her even knowing, and you guys are not even paying attention to that, especially in the West. Number 17, Starbucks. Again, what's wrong with going to Starbucks? If you don't drink coffee, you drink tea. If you don't drink tea, drink water. You're here to get to know me. You're not here to get a dining experience off me. And again, this just tells you most of these women will never ever be in any kind of meaningful relationship because they don't think of you as like someone they want to get to know. They think of you as someone that should pay for their time, which is, again, it's a prostitution mindset, which a lot of these women have. Again, if you guys are still taking these women out on dates after 28 places, I'm gonna put it on the thumbnail so you guys can see the list in case you haven't seen the list, right? Coffee dates, they don't want to go on coffee dates, right? Ice cream dates. Why don't you want to go on ice cream dates? What's wrong with ice cream? Ice cream dates are very nice, especially if you live in a warm place, in a place where it's warm, or if you go into an ice cream shop, right? There are a lot of ice cream shops. I'm from Miami. There's a lot of ice cream shops. Again, you can sit outside and inside. Even if you live in a cold areas, you can go to the mall and get an ice cream shop. Ice cream shops have sitting areas. You can sit down and have an ice cream. Again, dates is not, if a woman is telling you she's not going to go to a certain place to get to know you, then that's cancellation right there. You can't continue with that. And a lot of you are so weak-minded and especially a lot of you that never left the United States. When you leave the United States and you see how women are in other countries and how appreciative they are as for the little things, and it doesn't matter where you take them, they just want you to take them out so that you can get to know each other. When you have that experience and match it and kind of compare it with the US, then you will know. A lot of you guys watch our videos and you don't even understand where we're coming from as passport bros. You don't understand that they're different part of the world where women are totally different from this. American women are writing this list, not women from Nigeria, not women from South Africa, not women from Colombia, not women from Thailand, not women from the Philippines, not women from Brazil, not women from, Portugal. I mean, not women from, like, American women are writing this list, right? Let's keep going. Family functions, I agree with that. Number 20. Family functions is someone that you're sure you want to be with. You never take a stranger to family functions. Uh, a movie night, Netflix, Hulu, whatever, that goes back to inviting them over, right? Somewhere that requires, I can't even see this. Anyway, number 23, bowling. Why don't you want to go to bowling? Dating is so bad in the West. At this point, if you're still taking women out in the West, any women, if you're taking these women out in the West, it's just you're asking for it. You're asking for it. They don't want to go bowling with you. Bowling is one of those things where you can definitely have a conversation. You can have a conversation while you're bowling, in the middle of bowling, after you're bowling. You can order a drink while you're bowling. You can sit down after, have a good time. Like literally, these women don't want to get to know you, right? Because these women have had so many experiences in their life. Women, especially women that you've met, maybe they're 27, 28, 29 in the US, a woman that's 27, 28, 29, they've been around. They've been to every day. They've been on yachts. They've been invited to house parties. They've been to tables in the club. They've been in some of them have luckily been in Rolls Royces and just to get smashed by that dude in fancy cars. So they don't see this as anything. They don't see this as get to know you. Now, the more dates they go on, the more guys they sleep with, they don't have attachment to you. Their pair bonding, uh, their pair bonding spirit is gone. So now it's just they're just playing the number games. I want to go to this restaurant, so I need this guy to take me here. Oh, I want to try this restaurant, and this guy to take you there. Then never. How many times have you guys gone to nice restaurants and seen women go out by themselves? They're just out eating by themselves. Not too many. They're either out with their girlfriends or they're out on a date. Mostly they're out with men. If you go to any fancy restaurants in any major city in the United States, you would see that women are out mostly with another man, meaning they're using that man to get that experience. If you think I'm lying, go try it. Go try it. Go to the fancy restaurants, walk in, you don't have to order anything, or you can order a drink at the bar, right? Walk in and just do the ratio. How many women are here by themselves, right? Versus how many women are here by themselves versus how many men versus how many men and women are there together where the men are paying. You quickly find out that these women, they have a playbook. But the good thing is we have social media. This right here, they're showing you their hand. It's like playing poker and someone is showing you their hand. They're showing you the game. So if you continue to take women out on dates, if you're on any kind of dating apps, first of all, you're asking for it. If you're asking women out on dates, if you're purposely asking women out on dates, you're asking for it. Imagine a woman you've met in the United States that's been on. She's been average looking, maybe a 5 or 6, right? She's 29 years old. She's been going on dates since she was a kid, you know. So let's say she goes on 20 dates a year. I'm being very generous. 20 dates a year, right? Let's do this right quick. I'm gonna do the math. So let's just say the first time she went out on dates is when she was 14, right? 28 minus 14. 28 minus 14. So that's 14. So 14 years, right? So that's pretty much half. So she's been going on dates for 14 years of her life by the age of 28, right? Let's do this math. Let's say she goes on 20 dates a year for the past 14 years, which is very, very low. 20 dates. Women get asked out just to get asked out. You know what I'm saying? So let's just times 20. So a woman, by the time she is, I'm just being very, like, literally it's way more than that. We know it's way more than that. It's 365 days a year, 20 dates a year is really low, right? By the time you meet her, she's been on about 300 dates in her life, average. 300 dates, and none of those men chose her to be his wife. And maybe somebody chose her to be, right, to be her wife, to be his wife, and then she divorced him, right? Or she got engaged and unengaged. So you're the 301. You're number 301. You're number 281. You're number 500. Some of these girls go on 100 dates a year. Some of these girls go on more. If she's in a dating app or if she's decent looking, and she's on Instagram, she's getting 50 to 100 dates a year. So you're talking about 1,000 dates by the time you meet her. And she's giving you a list of where she's not going to go. Of course she's giving you a list because she's been to all these places with dates. So she's just now using different guys to get to different area. I'm from Miami. You got restaurants like Poppy Steak, right? Very expensive restaurants. Komodo, very expensive restaurant. Prime 112, right? Very expensive restaurant. Prime Italian, Prime Fish, right? You got these nice fancy restaurants, right? A lot of these women don't want to go. Sexy Fish, very expensive, nice restaurants in Brickell, in Miami. These women don't want to go by themselves. Most of the women can't afford it. Even women that say they make six figures can't afford these dates at the rate that they go. So now they're making you a list of where they're not gonna go. I mean, if this is not the biggest playbook in the history of time, I mean, things that just hit low bottom, right? Let me keep going. They don't want to go to nightclubs on the first date. Number 24. I agree. They don't want to go and hook to a hookah bar. Okay. They don't want to go on a hookah bar because they don't want to inhale that. Okay. A bar just for drinks. What's wrong with a bar just for drinks? What's wrong with a bar just for drinks? You don't have to get drunk. One drink is good. Again, the purpose is to get to know someone. But again, these women don't want to get to know you. They don't want to build with you. They don't want to get to know you. The mindset has really destroyed them. They don't want to get to know you. They don't want to build with you. Waffle House. They don't want to go to Waffle House. Sport events. They don't want to go to sport events. Some of the best dates are sport events. Some of the best dates you can go on are sports events. So when you move out of the US, when you start living or traveling to other countries, even if you don't have the means to move out of the US right now, you can travel. You have vacation days. You can travel, right? Travel to get experience of other places. You will quickly realize how appreciative women are. The entitled, ungrateful mindset in the West has just destroyed everyone. So at this point, if you're still dating, that's on you. I can't even blame women for coming out on a list like this. They can come up with whatever list they want. They can come up with a list saying, I don't want to go to heaven. That's their list. I'm going to heaven. That's their list. But it's you that I blame. Are you still entertaining them? Are you still taking them out on dates? Are you still wasting $100, $150 on dates when you can save all that up for a flight somewhere and save a little bit more for hotel or Airbnb, or save a little bit more for spending money? Boom, you got money to go to another country. Take a week of vacation days, take a week here, take a week there, go to a different country, So it's up to you now. You have the means, you have the resources, you have travel guides and travel guys like me and passport bros telling you, listen, this would never happen where I am now, in this country that I am. Never. From my dating experiences, from the relationships, from everything that I've seen from other people, this list is for y'all in the US. It ain't for people like us outside of the US. So, it's sad to see this in the state of which the Western world has become. But again, it's good. At least if you don't see this list, some of you guys will still think there's a chance. Now you can see there's no chance. There's zero chances. Even if you look at the comment section, right? It backs everything up. They're telling you they don't want to get to know you. They don't care about you. They only want to extract resources from you. And then they tell passport bros like me, oh, those women over there only want you for your money. Really? Really, you don't want to go to Starbucks to get to know me. You don't want to go to Buffalo Wild Wings to get to know me. You don't want to go to Chili's. You don't want to go anywhere. You don't want to go walk on the park. You don't want to go to ice cream dates. But you say the women overseas they're poor and they don't speak in English and they're dying need, so they only want you for what you can provide. What about you? What about you women making videos about where you're not going to go? It's very sad. Fellas, I hope you're paying attention. I hope you got your passport, because we're trying to help y'all. We already out. If you check my my videos, I was in Miami when I first started this channel. I was in Miami. I did channels when I was traveling. I did channels in Miami when I was living there. I told you guys I was gonna leave. I left. I'm living it. I'm abroad. So if you guys, you guys really, 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 really need to pay attention to what's going on and start planning accordingly, because there'll be a time where you want to become a passport bro. It's not going to happen because they've put up some laws or restrictions that's going to disallow you from going. It's already beginning. So guys, this list is for people in the United States, suckers, simps, not for you guys. I know you guys already got your passport. Like, subscribe, share. Let's go.